Okay, this is on the armor of God. We struggle against. Okay, so what do we struggle against? Principalities, powers, rulers of darkness, spiritual wickedness in sacred places, attacks for our weaknesses and vulnerabilities. Put on the full armor of God, which is custom made, then stand your ground. Okay, I have another chart. I'm a lister and a charter and all that good stuff. I've got these broken into 3 columns. The first one is the temporal tool. The second one is the spiritual tool. And then I've got the last column I labeled notes. Helmet. Spiritual tool is salvation. Notes. Protects your head, sensory organs, including speech and mind. Choose wisely what you can control within your own environment. When to let in or keep out, or what to let in or keep out. Breastplate, arms and hands. I've got righteousness and judgment. Excuse me. Versatile fabric outfit for war or for casual or for formal wear. If you look at the clothing design, when I was growing up, they had something called layering. You never knew, the weather changed. It was cyclical, for the day as well as year and whatnot. So we layered our clothes. And in the military, in the old military forms, they used to do something similar with their outfits. It's depending on the circumstances, you could pretty much have the same outfit with different parts. So that's what that's speaking about. Protects the heart and fits together with the helmet. God is our backplate. High priest breastplate included tribal gems of judgment, of right conduct. Okay, so the breastplate that the high priest wore had the gems, which is a whole nother study, but it is applicable here. The tool is belt. The spiritual tool is truth. Loins are the seeds and arrows, are children, right, of generational vision. Parents don't just look into the eyes of their own child. They try to see the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren. That's generational vision. It's looking at something through the eyes 100 years from now. What are my grandchildren or my great-grandchildren going to see? And the belt holds extra equipment. Right? Shoes, legs. Message of shalom, message of peace. It's light before the nations. Evangelism, ministry. There's a few different terms used for that, but it's walking in peace. Sword, God's spoken word. May not see immediate results. Learn how, when you memorize scripture, learn how to use it. It's similar to fence training. I remember hearing a parent say something to the effect that, yeah, my kid is And fence training today, he's got a fence training class. Like, that's going to be really useful or practical. But instead of doing martial arts and stuff, they were fencing. Well, first of all, you never know, how different is a sword from somebody swinging a pipe at you. I don't know. But beyond that, be careful with the Bible. Keep in mind that it is God's spoken word. It isn't necessarily the ink on a page. Memorizing is important, but again, you're not memorizing the ink on the page. You're memorizing God's words. Speech, humans' spoken word. The ability to create and redeem, to bless, to curse, to bind, to loose, to build up, to tear down. Those are all scripture based, and those are all things that we as humans do with our words. So, shield. God as confidant. Work in unison, joining shields together as a walking tank, right? Everybody has their shield out, and you link them together, kind of like linking arms when you're protesting or trying to get through safely, keeping a safe bubble by linking arms. People used to do that with their shields, and you would move together as a tank. It's the same idea. And when you do it correctly, you're blind to the arrows that are being shot because they're hitting the shields, right? But you're safe behind it, behind your shield, and the group moving together in unison. There's safety there. Fortitude. Okay. I have the spiritual tool is communion, right? Common union. When warrior falls down, you need to teamwork to lift up by prayer and supports, right? You have a fallen soldier, you get them up. You don't just keep friendly firing them, right? Don't attack each other in friendly fire. Prayer. The spiritual tool is humble spirit. Be ready to answer your whys and pray without ceasing. And then last I've got fasting or mikvah. Christians call it a baptism, right? Fasting, baptism. The spiritual, it cleans and brings focus. Proper hygiene and clear vision are assets. Yeah, when you're in battle, you need to keep those things in mind too. You need to keep your focus and make sure that there aren't other distractions. Sometimes even when I wear just my normal glasses and stuff, you don't want a dirty lens. And you don't need sometimes with my allergies and stuff, my eyes water. You need to make sure that your vision is clear, and that goes with for everything else. You need to make sure that your body is functioning the way it should. Okay.